Hey everyone, I will be hosting a virtual workshop called Appalachian Plant Medicine, and my workshop will be hosted on Discord. So I'll be live streaming the workshop on Discord, which is something that I have never done before. And the first lesson will be on Appalachian plants as medicine, about Appalachian plant medicine. So I'll talk about the different ways that plant medicine is referred to as wildcrafting and the long-standing indigenous herbal knowledge as well. And then I will also talk about how in the early 1900s, 85% of crude drugs in the United States were sourced in the Appalachian Mountains. And hopefully this will contextualize how deep of a history the Appalachian Mountains have with medicinal plant knowledge. And then after that, I'll talk a little bit about biodiversity in the Appalachian Mountains. And so here are some images and statistics that sort of support the extensive biodiversity that the Appalachian Mountains have. And here's an image that I will share in the workshop that I took of some sassafras. And later we'll use the same image with a plant ID app called Seek. And so I'll talk a little bit with the class about what sassafras is. And here's an image of several sassafras leaves that I found that are in different life stages. And so as you can see, the leaves look really different in their different stages. But I will speak in the workshop about how sassafras can be identified by its scent and how the leaves look. And then different aspects of sassafras can be used in different ways. So the bark, the leaves, and the shoots can all be used. And the medicinal benefits I'll speak about, they ward off fever, they treat diarrhea, rheumatism, and measles. And then they can also be used as cough medicines and then as wound treatments. So our first activity will be about we're digging wild herbs in the Appalachian Mountains. So we're going to co-view this video on Egan, Tennessee, and foraging and digging wild herbs in the Appalachian Mountains. And then as we co-view this video, our class will use Mentimeter to create a word cloud that will later guide our conversation after we co-view the video. So I will take you to an example now about what the word cloud will look like as we co-view this video. So I'll type in a couple words that pop up in the video. So sassafras and plant knowledge. And then I'll submit them right now. And you can see that my answers have populated, and the whole class will sort of gather their information here, and then we can discuss everyone's notes after we co-view the video. And then after we co-view that YouTube video together, I will provide a demonstration to the class using the iNaturalist app Seek. And so I will give a demonstration of that right now. So we'll open the Seek app, and then I'll select this image that I took of sassafras. And so we'll use this new photo, and look, it identifies it as sassafras, and then we can select View Species, and then a map and some Latin language, and then all sorts of additional taxonomy and seasonality and really cool information pops up. So this is a really good way to demonstrate safe plant ID so that students don't go out and consume dangerous plants. And so after I give this demonstration, I will break the class into 3 groups where the class can, where each member of the group can ID a plant and then share their information with the group using these guiding questions. And then after this, we'll enter our second lesson about foraging, safety, and resources. And so I will go over foraging best practices with the class, and this is a link that we can visit together and sort of look through what is industry standard for foraging and how to be sustainable and respect nature together. And then I will talk a little bit about where to find sassafras and how to safely prepare sassafras for consumption. And then after that, we will do another co-viewing activity where we'll watch a video called Edible Mountain, How to Make Sassafras Tea. And I created an ed puzzle for our next co-viewing activity where I have little questions that the class can sort of answer together during the co-viewing. So here are a couple of the questions. And then after this co-viewing, we will enter our next activity, which is talking about safety as a priority. And here's an example I'll provide the class with about ramps and lily of the valley, which are two plants that look similarly, and ramps are highly edible and lily of the valley is toxic and deadly. So this is where we can talk about how important it is to look at resources. And here are some great resources for safe plant identification. So there's Seek, which we used earlier, and then there is a link to the North Carolina Cooperative Extension Horticulture Agent, where students can contact representatives who will help them ID plants for free. And then there's a Facebook community group that students can join. And then there's also information about how to send plants in for free to North Carolina State University for identification. And here are the sources that I used for this information, and I put them as live links so that students could look through them and have access to them after the workshop. And then I will thank everyone.